Stream the program. Okay. So now we shall start our discourse for today. We shall discuss chapter 5 of the very nice book, Spiritual Connection. As an introduction of chapter 5, the author discussed the pastimes of Raghunath Das. That is the pastimes of Panihati. Okay. So we already all are known about the fact, but those pastimes are very important. So we can hear it again and again for our own purification. We know Raghunath Das Goswami. He was a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, and though he belonged to a very rich family, perhaps his father and uncle was then one of the most rich person of the country. So, though Raghunath Das Goswami, he possessed so many wealth, so many money, but he has no interest about money, wealth, woman, etc. Rather, he was interested only about Krishna. And he was very renounced from the very childhood. He met to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He met to Advaita Acharya Prabhu. He met with Haridas Thakur at his very childhood. How lucky he was. And due to the association of the great Vaishnavas and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord himself, his renunciation was developed to such extent that Raghunath could not stay at his home as a Kurmi or Grihastha. Rather, he left his house, left his family, and he wanted to devote himself fully at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He tried for many times to leave his family, leave his house, and to go to Jagannath Puri Dham, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived at that time. He tried many times to escape from his house, but every time he failed. As his father was very rich, so he arranged for some private police persons to guard Raghunath Das Goswami so that he cannot escape anymore. When Raghunath Das Goswami failed at every times, he thought, why I am failing? What is the cause behind it? What did Krishna want? Have I performed some offense? Otherwise, why I am not getting the mercy of Krishna, mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And why am I not able to escape? Then somehow Raghunath Das Goswami, he realized that I got association of all the almost all the exalted devotees like Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Namacharya Haridas Thakur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and so on. But till now, I could not get association of Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda was the second person after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the wealth of Lord Nityananda due to the extreme love of Nitai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became his possessions. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he inquired where Lord Nityananda was then. And he got the news very soon that Lord Nitai was at Panihati Dham. So to meet with Lord Nityananda, Srila Raghunath Das, he reached at Panihati Dham by a personal boat to Ganga River. And when he reached at the bank of the Ganga, he saw Lord Nityananda Prabhu associated with many of the devotees. He was sitting on a rock under a banyan tree. The tree is there at the bank of Ganga till now. If we want, we can go there. We can see the tree. We can touch the tree, circumambulate the tree, and get the mercy of the tree. So Raghunath Das Goswami saw Lord Nitai to be there, sitting on a rock under that tree, and he seemed as effulgent as hundreds and thousands of rising suns. Who can even imagine it? We cannot see to the sun directly for 5 seconds. It is not possible. Then what to speak about thousands of suns? If we multiply the effulgence of sun with 1,000 or 10,000, how will be the scene? We even can't imagine. Lord Nityananda looked like it, as effulgent as thousands of rising suns. And from a very distant place, Raghunath Das Goswami offered his obeisances. And he lied down there. Nityananda Prabhu at first did not notice him, but some of his associates, they identified Raghunath Das Goswami. And they told Lord Nityananda Prabhu there is Raghunath. He came here and he offered his obeisances to your lotus feet. Lord Nityananda, call him, please come here. But Raghunath dared not go very near to Lord Nityananda because he did not try to meet with Lord Nityananda uh, before. He was sorry for it, and he has guilty feelings for that. Then Lord Nityananda ordered his associates, go and drag him to me. When Raghunath Das Goswami came very near to Lord Nityananda, he shouted, you are a thief. You have come to see me now, and you tried to steal my property, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without my consent. It is the action of a thief to try to steal something without permission. So you are a thief. And what is the conduct of the government towards to a thief? Government punished the thief for his misconduct. And you will be punished. And what is the punishment? Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he ordered that there are hundreds of devotees around me, have a festival and feed all my associates yogurt and chipped rice. So Raghunath Das Goswami arranged for a mega festival, perhaps one of the most most gorgeous festival we can ever imagine. And thousands and thousands of devotees accumulated there to participate at that historical festival. And Raghunath Das Goswami, he spent huge amount of money, and by the best of his capacity, he collected all the yogurt, all the milk, all the fruits like mango, guava, and etc., and the chipped rice. And every devotee was given two pot, earthen pot, and in one pot soaked the chipped rice soaked in yogurt was given, and at the other pot chipped rice soaked with condensed milk was given. So the mega festival was observed very gorgeously with the presence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and in front of all other exalted devotees. Lord Nityananda Prabhu was very happy and very satisfied to Gadadhar Das, Raghunath Das Goswami, and he bestowed his mercy to him. And the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu is the key to reach to the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So after this festival, after satisfying Lord Nityananda Prabhu, after having mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Raghunath Das Goswami was empowered by the Adi Guru, Lord Nitai, Lord Balaram, and after this empowerment, Garadhar Goswami was able to finally escape from his house, from his family, and he reached to Jagannath Puri for having mercy from the absolute God, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the introduction. Why author gave this introduction at this chapter? Because he will describe about the chastisement of Guru, the nature of the chastisement, cause of the chastisement, purpose of the chastisement, and what will be the ideal behavior reaction of the devotee to this chastisement, and what to do if somehow uh, we perform any Vaishnava aparat. Those are very important point, a very important topic for every devotee. So we have to go through the chapter, we have to hear it very attentively, note it down at our personal book, and try to implement those excellent teachings in our personal life, spiritual life. And at the footnote, the author wrote very important decisions. He wrote here, if the disciple is sincere and serious, his service would be seen by the spiritual master even from a distant place. Many of us may think, I am very distant from my spiritual master. So, whatever service I am rendering, is it at all visible to my spiritual master? Is he at all alert about my service? Then why shall I render service? As I am very distant from my master, he is not seeing anything about me. So I am not at all interested to labor hard to satisfy my master. But the author wrote here that spiritual master, he may see what I am doing from a very distant place or from sky even, because spiritual master is connected with Krishna. As Krishna is omniscient, Krishna can see everything inside and outside. And spiritual master being connected with Krishna, he also has the same ability to see his disciples, what they are doing, and to bestow his mercy to those disciples who are doing hard to satisfy him. We have to just develop our faith on our spiritual master. And this is a great lesson to be learned. Very great lesson. The author wrote here, a disciple need not advertise the service that he has been rendering for the pleasure of the Guru. Don't need of any advertisement. Don't need to show off what am I doing, how great I am, how great is my service. There is no need to show off it. Because Guru is everywhere. Guru is the manifestation of the super soul. As super soul is within our heart, Guru is also with the super soul. He is observing everything. So the chapter is why chastisement? Why? Is the chastisement is inevitable? Is it very much needed? What is the actual fact? The third, at the very beginning, referred about Shivananda Sen. Shivananda Sen is very much familiar to the student of Gauriya history like us. He was a very good devotee, associates of Gaura Nitai, and he was the guide of all the pilgrims of Bengal who used to go to Jagannath Puri Dham every year to see Achal Jagannath and Sachal Jagannath Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Shivananda was the guide. Hundreds and thousands of devotees under the guidance of Shivananda Sen, they started their journey before Chaturmasya. Actually, uh, they reached Jagannath Puri by their foot. Then there was no Jagannath Express, Puri Express, Vande Bharat Express, and nothing else. There is no bus route also. The only method, the only way to reach Jagannath Puri was by walking. They took around 2 months to reach to Jagannath Puri. So they divided their the year by 2 parts, 6 months and 6 months. Yeah, 6 months and 6 months. Sorry, they took 1 month to reach to Puri by walking. So they took 1 month for walking to reach Puri, and they resided there 4 months from Shravan to Agrahan, Chaturmasya. They spent the whole Chaturmasya time at Jagannath Puri with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after Chaturmasya ended, they returned back to their houses and took 1 month for returning back. So the duration was 1 month plus 4 months plus 1 month, total 6 months. Every year, they spend 6 months just to observe Rathayatra, observe Chaturmasya, and to have association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they use another 6 months to maintain their family, business, cultivation, etc. So Sivananda Sen was their guide. Not only guide, he was manager as well. Because after reaching Puri, these devotees, large number of devotees, thousands of devotees, it requires a great management because room allotment, prasad allotment uh, of thousands of devotees, and those devotees were very exalted Vaishnavas, not any ordinary people. They all are associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sivananda Sen took the responsibility every year to manage all these. Once upon a time, they the the pilgrims, they were walking to Jagannath Puri for a long time. They are very tired and hungry. And though they reached to Puri, but they did not get their room till now, till then, and they did not get the Mahaprasad. It required some time to manage thousands of devotees. But Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he also worked with all those devotees, and he reached Puri with all those devotees. He was very much angry with Sivananda Sen because he was also very hungry, and he shouted to Sivananda Sen. Sivananda Sen ran and reached to Lord Nityananda. And then what Nityananda did, he just kicked Sivananda Sen to his chest and he cursed Sivananda that your son should die at once. His wife, Sivananda Sen's wife, was there, and he started crying because Lord Nityananda Prabhu cursed her son to die at once. A mother cannot tolerate this type of cursing. He started to cry, and his husband Sivananda Sen started to laugh. One was crying and one was laughing. And Sivananda Sen was very delighted having the sweet kick of Lord Nityananda Prabhu at his chest. And he shouted a very significant prayer. He told Brahmar Durlabh Je Charan Renu হেন চরণ স্পর্শ পাইল মোর অধম তনু. Shivananda Sen realized that it is very rare to even Brahma to get some leg dust of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So rare, rarest among the rares. And Shivananda Sen was so lucky, so fortunate soul that without any qualification, he thought like that. He got the leg dust along with the leg thrust. So he considered himself so lucky that I have got not only leg dust but also leg thrust of Lord Balaram. So he started dancing with delightment. And then he also told that Ajimora Ajimore Bhitto Kori অঙ্গীকার কইলা এমন অপরাধ ভৃত্যেরা যোগ্য ফল দিলা শাস্তি ছলে কৃপা করো এ তোমারও করুণা ত্রিজগতে তোমার চরিত বুঝে কোন জনা শাস্তি ছলে কৃপা করো এ তোমারও করুণ. This is the catch line for today's class. Chastisement. Chastisement is actually it is the mercy of Guru, mercy of Lord Nityananda. After received the kick of Lord Nitai, Shivananda Sen realized that now Lord Nityananda Prabhu accepted me as his servant. Otherwise, he would not kick me. Lord Nityananda Prabhu would not kick to any gentleman. It is not possible. He can kick to a person who is very dear to him, very close to him. So this is the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And when any person received the mercy of Lord Nitai or Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he becomes unstoppable in the pursuit of love of Godhead. He became unstoppable in his spiritual journey. So if we render our service very nicely, with utmost care, then Guru realized that wherever he is, that does not matter. As Guru is connected with Krishna, and Krishna sees everything, Krishna is omniscient. So Guru also sees what his disciples are doing. This is the secret of spiritual science. Raghunath Das Goswami, he did a mistake first. What was the mistake? What was the mistake? Who will say? Please raise your hand. What was the mistake of Raghunath Das Goswami? Bimal Krishna Prabhu, unmute yourself.
প্রভু দণ্ডবত প্রণাম। Raghunath Das Goswami, first he has to face Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Without Nityananda Prabhu, no one can go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he
Yeah.
mistake before Chaitanya Nityananda Lord Nityananda Prabhu. First time many times he used to take attempt to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, finding no other alternative way. Secondly, he came to the Nityananda. It is the reverse. First, he should come to the Lord Nityananda Prabhu. This is the mistake.
Now, Prabhu, um, we have seen many one things like that. What is the necessity of Guru? I will buy Bhagavad Gita. I will go through it. I will abide by the instructions given by Krishna. I will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and I will reach to the Godhead. And what do you think about this realization? Is it true? Will he become successful to reach his goal?
No,
Why? He is reading Bhagavad Gita, he is chanting Mahamantra. Then what was the problem? What is the problem?
we have to read under supervision of Guru. Without supervision of Guru, if you read aimlessly, lonely, it is not possible to reach in Krishna.
But Srila Prabhupada gave so nice explanation, commentaries. Uh, if we read Srila Prabhupada's books very scrutinizingly, then what is the problem? It will be all right or not? Okay, Shreyasi.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, in one Bhagavatam class, you have mentioned that if a fruit, sweet fruit, which is located at the top of the branch of a tree, cannot be reached until and unless there is someone who is going to climb the tree, and hand by hand we can pass the fruit to us, because if we try to reach the tree, the fruit is going to fall down and is going to get crushed. Similarly, Krishna is the fruit, and Gurudev is the chain by which we can get the sweet fruit. If we do not have Gurudeva, we cannot attain Krishna consciousness.
Okay, thank you. Yes, this is we should be connected with Parampara, because without Parampara, Krishna will not recognize us. That is a point. Another point is we may read Srila Prabhupada's books very scrutinizingly. We may even realize the books, but if we do not surrender to any teacher, to Guru, then who will correct my mistakes? Every man may do series of mistakes. It is our very natural. Uh, there is no person who did not perform any mistakes in his life. Any student, how whatever brilliant he may be, he will perform some mistakes in his mathematics, in his English, grammar, every subject. There may be some mistakes, and there is a teacher to correct the mistakes of his student and to rectify him. The role of a guru is like that, to rectify us, to teach us, to rule us, to chastise us, and in this way to purify us. So, the role of a guru is extremely necessary. for our spiritual journey. Otherwise, our failure is invariable. There is no doubt. There may be some extremely fortunate soul, one or two in the world, uh, who can have Krishna without Guru. Because for those extremely fortunate soul, Krishna himself becomes Guru, like Brahma. But we are not in the position of a Brahma. So we should have physical Guru. Again, the syllabus of IDC. Okay, we should have physical Guru. We are not so much qualified. Every day we used to do a series of mistakes. And for the correction, for the rectification, we need physical Guru. Otherwise, how shall we reach to Godhead? Because for the Vaikuntha or Vrindavan, the key of the door is in the pocket of the Guru. Okay. When Guru is satisfied, he will take the key out of his pocket and open the lock of the gate of the Vrindavan and permit us to enter in. So without Guru, how shall we reach Vrindavan or Vaikuntha? Where from shall we get the key? Key is in the pocket of Guru. Krishna, he he loves Guru so much. Guru is so dear to Krishna that Krishna uh, gives the key to the Guru for sanctioning some fortunate souls entering his abode. You may say that for a house, there is a main gate, and beside the main gate, there may be some other gate also for entering the house, or for some house, anyone can enter the house by the roof like a thief, or by breaking the windows, anyone can enter a house. Uh, in the same manner, if we want to reach to Vrindavan, then we may not have the key, and but um, after not having the key, we shall be able to enter the abode. Yes, uh, without any guru, there are a very small possibility to reach to Vrindavan by our austerity, like Durvasa Muni, the great sage. His austerity was so severe, he just eat the durba grass as his lunch and dinner, and he spent the whole life by eating some grass only. So by his austerity, Durvasa Muni once went to Vrindavan. We know the story of Ambarish Maharaj and Sudarshan Chakra. We are not repeating the whole story here. Time is limited. However, Durvasa Muni somehow reached to Vrindavan, but he was not allowed to stay there permanently. He was allowed to stay Vrindavan for some very limited time. And then he had to return to this earth planet. So without the mercy of Guru, Durvasa Muni also could not stay there permanently. What to speak of us? So we have to take physical Guru and we have to serve him whatever distance may be from my Guru. I have to serve very sincerely the order of the Guru, and Guru will see my service from a distant place also, and if he become pleased to my service, he will bestow his mercy and he will give the key to unlock the door of the Vrindavan. This is the system. And the author, he mentioned here the great bhajan of Gauriya Vaishnava Bhakti Vinod Thakur, very famous bhajan. কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমারও শকতি আছে আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ধাই তব পাছে পাছে Gurudev is the very nearer devotee of Krishna, and he has Krishna. A pure devotee of Krishna has Krishna. And also he can give Krishna to his favorite disciple. So we have to satisfy our Gurudev to have Krishna. This is the only way. But Raghunath tried to steal Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without the permission of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. It was his offense to Nityananda Prabhu. And for that reason, Nityananda Prabhu shouted him as a thief and punished him. Actually, it is not punishment, it is in the disguise of punishment, it was a boon of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Kripa Dando. It is not Dando, but it is Kripa. Kripa Dando. Punishment boon or boon punishment. Next subtitle, Guru, a spiritual coach. Guru is a spiritual coach or Guru is a spiritual teacher. We have to understand the Guru-disciple relationship. We have to understand the Guru. Understand the Guru. Okay. This is very unfortunate that due to lack of training, due to lack of interest, there are many cases where the Guru-disciple relationship is very superficial. Disciple, in that case, does not know actually what is the position of Guru, what is the role of a Guru. He is not trained So their relationship is very much superficial. There is no depth in the relationship. And his devotional life will be extremely difficult to proceed. So Shiksha is very important. Diksha without Shiksha will not have a very major effect. Before Diksha, we must have proper Shiksha. Otherwise, the relationship will not develop uh, to the desired level. And our spiritual path will be difficult to us for the lack of education and teaching. Because at that case, the disciple do not understand what is the meaning of surrendering and what responsibility, what accountability the Guru is taking to his own shoulder for the fallen disciple. We have to understand it. We are so fallen. We are so unqualified. And our past karma, it may be and must be so bad. Knowing all of this, Guru is taking every responsibility of me, of my karma, to his own basket. How heavy is the responsibility? We have to just realize it. There are many so-called disciples. They want such a guru who only speaks some nice words to them. There are many so-called devotees who don't want to be chastised by anyone. Very unfortunate. We admitted to school for learning something, but we don't want to be chastised by your teacher, to be corrected by your teacher, to be punished by your teacher. Then what was the necessity for taking admission to the school? Books are there in bookstall, in several publishing house. We might buy some books and we might read those books at our house. What was the necessity to be admitted to the school if we don't want at all to be punished, to be chastised by your teacher, to be corrected by your teacher? We have to very seriously think about this. Guru is not our entertainer, that he will call us and speak some nice words to satisfy us. It is not duty of Guru to satisfy us. The duty of Guru is to correct us. We have to very thoughtfully choose our goal. To be satisfied by some sweet words, or to be chastised and to be purified by Guru? What is our goal? We have to thoughtfully choose and select our goal. This is very important. Guru's responsibility to inform us about how to get Krishna. So he guides us, he encourages us, he reminds us, and trains us in how can we grow in our personal relationship with the Lord. His duty is to warn the disciples, to slap them, to shout at them, and even chastise them for their rectification. According to the level of our fallen state, according to the level of our disease, the doctor choose the proper dose of medicine. Isn't it? Same is the case for Guru. He is an ideal spiritual doctor. He knows very well what should be the dose of medicine. And the patient, like us, we have to just accept the medicine. We cannot demand to the doctor for some sweet medicine. Doctor, please give me some sweet medicine. I don't like bitter medicine. We cannot say it. If we say so, our disease will not be cured. It is not possible. Medicine may be sweet, medicine may be bitter, medicine may be whatever be the taste. That is not our concern. We have to take the medicine very respectfully, and we have to swallow the medicine as per the doctor's advice. It may be bitter, may be sweet. So, the Guru's order may be sweet sometime, may be bitter sometime. Irrespective of the taste of the order, we have to accept the order and abide by it. That is our duty. Guru means heavy. In Bengali, Guru means heavy. So, Guru's thinking, his consideration, his realization, and his chastisement may be very, very heavy. We should be prepared for that, for accepting even very heavy chastisement. But what is the reality? For Diksha Guru or for Shiksha Guru or for temple authority, these all the spiritual philosophies are same. To purify the disciples, the devotees, to rectify the devotees, it is the duty of a Diksha Guru, it is the duty of a Shiksha Guru, and it is the duty of temple authorities also. It is the duty of senior Vaishnava also. But it is very unfortunate that there are hardly some devotees who accept any chastisement very gladly. I have seen in my personal experience, any devotee may show very surrendering attitude by his or her words. But when I chastise that devotee to a very small extent, even, he or she did not take it gladly. And almost in 80% or 90% cases, I did not see that devotee anymore. He searched for another Shiksha Guru who will not chastise him or her any day in her life. So, if the mentality of disciples are like that, we shall search any Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru who will never chastise me, whatever be my mischiefs, who will never punish me, who will never uh, teach me. Then, what will be the future of that devotee? Future is dark. Because to receive chastisement is blessing. Especially in today's world. Forget about spiritual domain. In our material domain also. Supreme Court has ordered even a teacher will not chastise student, not physically, not mentally also. See the case. How intelligent the judge are. They have become a judge due to the heavy chastisement of their teacher at their childhood. And now sitting on the chair of a judge, they are passing the orders not to chastise any student, even mentally, in the schools or colleges. And if a teacher try to chastise his students and a FIR is lodged in the local police station against him and he is caught by the police and is put to the jail. Just think what is the situation we are facing. If the case is in a school where the students are very little boys and girls, then in our spiritual schools where the students are uh, very aged person, maybe more than 50, 60, 70, then who dare will chastise them? And then how they will improve themselves? Thinking all of this, I've seen very senior Vaishnavas, they're seeing that some devotees are doing some mistakes, but they don't use to chastise them. Why? Because they may not receive it very positively, rather very negatively. So nowadays, this is very risk to correct anyone, either in material plane or spiritual plane. So this is a very rare phenomena. If we accept some chastisement from some senior devotees, because it is very risk. So if we receive the chastisement, we should consider ourselves very lucky, very fortunate. Now the necessity of chastisement is there for due to the prolonged association of non-devotees, duty due to being accustomed to sense gratification since time immemorial. Our soul becomes, our heart becomes very hard to penetrate. Okay. When one performs devotional service, his heart becomes soft more and more. And when one performs some material sense gratification, his or her heart becomes hard and hard day by day. And from time immemorial, we are accustomed to sense gratification, maybe for thousands and millions of lives. So, how hard is our heart? Inconceivable. And between the heart, there is soul. And if Guru wants to touch the soul, he has to penetrate the hard wall of the heart caused by the sense gratification for prolonged times. Now, if we want to taste the orange, his covering is very thin. We can remove the covering and taste the orange very easily. But if you taste the water of coconut, how thin is it covering? Is it possible by our finger to remove the thin covering of the coconut? No. We may require some knives, hammers, and so on to remove the hard covering of the coconut. So this the guru, he knows very well how hard the coverings of heart of every disciple. Considering the thickness of the covering of the heart, Guru used his words to penetrate the covering. If the covering is very hard, Guru's words will be very heavy to penetrate it, because he will not otherwise reach to the soul. And if for any case covering is very thin, then Guru's words will also be very soft to touch the soul. Is it clear to all? Where for some disciple, Guru chastise heavily, and for some disciple, Guru speak very softly. This is the reason. We may not understand it, but Guru understand. Guru can see the heart. For each of his disciple. So for very covering disciples, they must accept heavy chastisement. Otherwise, their disease will not be cured. But the fortunate disciples who already have very soft wall of their heart, Guru may speak with them very softly. Now the disciple who are receiving heavy chastisement, if he consider Gurudev as a biased one, because he he chastised him very heavily, and he spoke very softly with his friend. Seeing it, if the disciple consider Guru as a biased person, then what will be the future of the disciple? The future will be as dark as the night. There will be no light of hope for the spiritual journey. So the principle is if the disciple is very fallen, mischievous, then Guru will be personification of punishment. But if the disciple is very obedient, then Guru will play another role, like affectionate father. The next subheading, chastisement, is the love of the Guru. One who is a genuine well-wisher will never be neglectful in warning us when we are getting off the right track. He will warn us and may even get angry with us. This is the symbol of genuine affection, to warn us, to correct us, to rectify us. If Guru don't make us rectified, then who will play the role? And we will never be rectified in the whole life. So we should be very careful to accept the punishment from Guru. If we accept it positively, then Guru will proceed to rectify us more. But at the first meeting, if we accept the chastisement of Guru negatively, then Guru may not rectify us anymore. Sadhu Saptan. Every time when Guru will chastise us, we should accept it very pleasingly, very happily. Then Guru will move forward about us to rectify us even more. Seeing our attitude, Guru will decide about our rectification. So we have to cautious very much about it. So his chastisement is his mercy and his love. And here it is spoken that being a guru is not an easy task, it is a thankless task. Okay, really, it is a thankless task for a guru. Guru will take our responsibility, Guru will take our karmic reaction, all our sins to his own shoulder. Guru will suffer for our reaction, and Guru will chastise us, Guru will punish us, and we may not accept it positively. Then how thankless is the job for a guru? But he is so merciful. Regardless of the uh, thanklessness of the job, Guru continues to take our responsibility. So we have to always think how merciful Guru is. In Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, we read that even Krishna chastised Arjun. Can you remember the verse? Santosh Kumar Roy Prabhu? 2.11. Unmute.
ক্লব্বাং মাস্য গম নয়েতত্তয়ি উপপদ্যতে ক্ষুদ্র হৃদয় দুর্বল্লাং ত্যক্তা উত্থিষ্ট পরম তপ দণ্ডবৎ প্রণাম।
Yes. And there is another verse. Aswacham anna swachatam progga badascha bhasase
ভাষাসে
gata suno cha na anusachanti pandita. You are speaking like a learned person, but you are so foolish that you are lamenting for such things for which we should not lament. His chastised Krishna is speaking to Arjun very with some chastisement, heavy chastisement. That though you are pretending like a scholar for having some claps from the gallery, but actually, what is your position? What is your condition? You are like a Shudra. You are lamenting for those things for which we should not lament. Kata suno agata suno cha na anusachanti pandita. Any learned person should not lament for those small things. So when Arjun surrendered to Krishna, and when Arjun prayed to be his disciple, Shishyaste aham sadhi mam tam prapannan 2.7, then Krishna started his chastisement to Arjun. Otherwise not. So when we will offer to our Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru or our temple authority, please chastise me, please correct me, please purify me, then he will dare chastise us. Otherwise, I've already told, even in schools, teachers, they are not chastise the students. Otherwise, the parent will lodge FIR against the teacher. How deplorable is the condition in Kali Yuga. Chastisement brings purification. Chastisement is the cause and purification is the result. cause and result. Seriously, what is the case in your school? Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
What is the result? What is the in your school phenomena?
In our school, sir, Prabhuji, I mean, sorry, our teachers never dare to scold any student. Moreover, the teachers are partial towards the students, those who are belonging from, those who are the students of the teachers, those who study in their particular tuitions, and moreover, no rectifications are given. If we are doing something, okay, go to the office, parents call, and then matter has ended. No rectification of our problem that from here you have to learn something.
Yeah. Now, are you understanding? Are you feeling what is the cause behind it? Because teachers are also human beings. Why they will take the risk of uh, having an FIR to the local police station, and for the next day, uh, why they will go to the court? They will not take the risk, because this is the Kali Yuga. Parent do not want their words to be rectified. Just consider the situation. I can remember my childhood days. I studied in modern school near Park Circus, Kolkata. So there were some teachers, Robin sir, Gopal Nandi sir. They punished us so severely that nowadays you cannot imagine. And our parents never complained regarding this. Rather, they went to school and requested the teachers to beat us for the next time even more severely. Because this is the purification, this is the rectification. But within 30 or 40 hours, the situation changed dramatically. So the generation, they are not being rectified. They are becoming adamant day by day. And it is not a good sign for the country, whole country. And uh, these ripples of social structure affecting in spiritual field also. So here also, any devotee, they think sometimes, one or two times, before rectifying any person. I notice in Facebook, many disciples, many initiated disciples, they are sharing some post which is against ISKCON. How intelligent they are, I cannot imagine. They are sharing some posters blaspheming Srila Prabhupada. They are writing some sentences which a devotee should not write. But who will rectify them? They are not under any devotee. This is the main disease. We don't want to be under some devotee. we want to be free as the sky searching lark. And this tendency to get freedom from my counselor, from my Shiksha Guru, temple authority, this is very detrimental to our spiritual life. Everyone to want to be free. And in social media, they are totally free. They have no control of ISKCON. It is not possible also. So everyone, they are making reels, making posts, sharing pictures in such a way that the good fame of ISKCON become very dark. Actually, they are trying to defame ISKCON. So this is a very common phenomenon. They are very easily getting initiation without any proper training, without proper teaching. And after initiation, they become even more free. Don't care anybody. I am initiated disciple. I have got the stamp. So I will write whatever I want. I will post whatever I want. And the phenomenon is going on. It is very dangerous. But what shall we do? Nothing to do. Just to see and observe about their destiny. But if we want to be under some Vaishnava till our last breath, and if we want chastisement happily, then there is some chances to be rectified, to be purified. The Guru chastises and will chastise only when a disciple allows him to do so. Just see the sentence. When a disciple allows Guru, then he will chastise us. But there are hardly some disciples who allows Guru to chastise him. Okay. Now the next subtopic, going beyond begging for forgiveness. If we undergo some mistakes to any Vaishnavas, if we commit any Vaishnava aparad, then shall we merely beg apology? This is enough? No. This is not enough. We must beg apology, but we have to do something more. To undo our Vaishnava aparad completely. Begging apology, it will undo partially our Vaishnava aparad, not completely. We have to go beyond that and try to restore our relationship with that person whom we have offended or caused much pain. If we offended a Vaishnava and gave him some pain, then we should pray for apology, and beyond it, we have to do some more things. Because begging apology brings our relationship negative to neutral. When we offend anyone, then our relationship became negative. And when we beg apology, then our relationship becomes neutral. But to make it positive, we have to serve him. We have to satisfy him. Okay. So if we commit any mistakes, or offenses, we have to beg apology, and we must try the chances, the scopes to serve the Vaishnavas, to make him happy with me. Then the relationship will become from negative to neutral and neutral to positive. And then only we can be truly forgiven by that devotee. This is the secret. We already gave the example of Pundarik Vidyanidhi and Gadadhar Prabhu. Can you remember in our Bengali class? Gadadhar Pandit went to Pundarik Vidyanidhi with Mukunda Prabhu. Mukunda Prabhu described him to be a pure devotee, but Gadadhar Prabhu apparently, when looked him, he considered him as a kurmi, as a materialist, sense gratifier. But when he realized that he was wrong in his decision, rather Pundarik Vidyanidhi was a very dear associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and pure devotee, then he considered, though his offense was mental offense, he considered just mentally, not he spoke something, but he was serious to nullify even his mental offense. And he then decided to take shelter from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Because any spiritual master do not take any offense from his disciples, because his disciples is like an ignorant child to spiritual master, and he don't take any offense for his disciples. So Gadadhar Prabhu took disciple, because when he will take initiation from his guru, then the guru will drag the disciple by the ear if necessary. He will drag the disciple by ear, and he will hit the disciple, he will punch the disciple, push the disciple, instruct, and then bless the disciple. This is the authority of guru. He can even beat me, punish me, hit me, punch me, and we should accept it as the blessings of the guru. So throughout our spiritual journey, we shall remind these lessons very well. Whenever any Vaishnav, senior Vaishnav, will rectify us, purify us, scold us, punish us, we shall accept it as his blessings, and very positively, so that he may be inspired to rectify us in future. And if we take it negatively, he will never rectify us in future. Our scope of improvement, our scope of rectification will be closed forever by our negative responses. Next subheading is restitution. If we offend any Vaishnav, if there is any Vaishnav aparad, we shall beg apology, we shall try to serve the Vaishnav to make the relationship neutral, positive, negative to neutral, and then neutral to positive. And there is another task to us. What is that task? We should be repentant for our wrongdoing. We should repent We should cry for it. Why shall we committed those offenses to the Vaishnavas? We should repent and we should promise to ourselves not to commit any offense again. This repentance is very necessary, very important. If we repent seriously, then we shall resist ourselves in future for committing any offense more. So repentance is very important. And this restitution, it clears us off from all the contamination we accrue due to our offenses and mistakes. Okay, it is a powerful tool and must be diligently practiced. The repentance is powerful tool for minimizing every offenses throughout our life. Now, if we consider our relationship with Krishna from for millions of our births, what shall we see? We will see that we have offended Krishna many times. We have neglected his instructions. We have violated his rules many, many times, maybe millions of times. In this life, fortunately, we are trying to abide by the rules and regulations imposed by Krishna. But for the previous life, what was the case? We have deliberately violated the rules of Krishna. We may perform Vaishnava Aparad or Krishna Aparad millions of times in our previous lives. How much we offended, we cannot estimate, we cannot calculate that amount. It is not possible. So the relationship should be very negative. Now, what shall we do? What is our duty? Our duty is to pray for apology to Krishna every day. My dear Krishna, I do not know how many times, millions of times, I have offended you. I have violated your rule. I have disrespected you. I committed so much offenses to you. Now, please forgive me. This is one part. Second part, to search for some services, rendering which we can satisfy Krishna. It is second step. And third step, to repent for those offenses we have performed earlierly. Okay, so just like any Vaishnava, we have to consider the relationship of Krishna with us also. Both for Krishna and both for Vaishnava, we have to do three things. We have to beg apology, we have to serve that person to satisfy him, and we have to repent And we have to promise not to commit any offense again. So these three things we have to do for every Vaishnava and for Krishna. How beautiful are the lessons. How shall I pray to Krishna? I am sorry, my dear Lord, for long I have disobeyed you. For long I have neglected your good instructions. I have led a very sinful life, but now I wish to reform myself. I want to live a life full of holiness. Please send me help. Like this, we should pray to Krishna. And we should repeat these three walks to Krishna. Okay. And if someone chastises us for, uh, for some mistake which we did not perform, then what shall we do? We may perform the mistake or we may not. If any Vaishnava chastise us, then we should accept that chastisement as his blessing, as the arrangement of Krishna. Because chastisement means purification of heart. If we accept any chastisement peacefully, gladfully, it must purify our heart. So consider any person performed a mistake. So chastisement should be done for him and his heart will be purified for that chastisement. But if by God's arrangement I was subjected to chastisement for his mischief, then what will be the result? If I gladly accept it, my heart will be purified. So it is punishment or reward actually? It is reward. In that way, if we undergo some chastisement without any mistake, we should accept it gladfully. And then our heart will be purified very rapidly. And here, one thing is very important. It is stated that the spiritual master belongs to ISKCON. Okay. Every spiritual master belongs to ISKCON. So, any service we do in this movement is our service to our spiritual master. Okay. Please try to remind it. If we do any service to ISKCON, that means we are rendering that service to spiritual master. Say your spiritual master is now in Canada and you are asked to clean a toilet in Dom Dom ISKCON temple. Then you may think, I am just cleaning the toilet, but my spiritual master is in Canada, so it is not pleasing him. No, you are cleaning the toilet in Dom Dom ISKCON, but as you are serving the ISKCON, and as Gurudev is the member of ISKCON, very important member of ISKCON. So your toilet cleaning in Dom Dom, it is satisfying your Gurudev in America. Is it clear? And vice versa. If you are cooking for your Gurudev, you may think, throughout my life, day by day, I am cooking for my Gurudev, but I do not serve ISKCON. No, You are serving your Gurudev means you are serving ISKCON. And you are serving ISKCON means you are serving your Gurudev. Clear? This is the spiritual connection. So our chapter ended. Now you may ask something or you may comment anything. In that case, please raise your hand. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept
Hare
my
Krishna.
humble obeisances. Prabhuji, suppose if an instruction given by our Guru Deva contradicts to the instruction given by Krishna, so whose instruction should we follow, Krishna's or Guru Deva's?
The instruction of Gurudev and instruction of Krishna are same. Sakshat Horitteno. They are not different. They are same. So their instructions are also same. So pleasing Gurudev means pleasing Krishna. And pleasing Krishna means pleasing your Gurudev. Okay. So don't make your Gurudev different from Krishna. Gurudev is Ashraya Vigraha and Krishna is Visaya Vigraha. Guru is as good as Krishna. Don't make him separate from Krishna. It is a mistake, great mistake to separate Guru from Krishna. Guru is the manifestation of Krishna, Antarjami. Okay? Hari Bol. Srija Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. At the end of this class, you discussed about the topic offense. I have a little query, Prabhuji, that what kinds of offenses might we commit in our thoughts toward Vaishnavas?
Like I have already gave the example of Garadhar Pandit and Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Garadhar Pandit considered him as a sense gratifier. Though he was not so, it is the mental offense. To consider a Vaishnav by though the Vaishnav did not perform any mistake, but if we consider the Vaishnav as the performer of the mistake, if we want to impose any mistake upon the Vaishnav, then it is the mental offense. Okay. If we call black to a black, it is not offense. If we call a white as white, it is not offense. But if we call black to any white or white to any black, it is offense. So imposing any mistake, any to other Vaishnav, it is mental offense. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So we shall finish today's class by chanting Vaishnava Pranam Mantra. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.